Number 5. Quake Champions. Quake Champions was a valiant attempt by ID Software to bring back the age of the arena shooter with some modern enhancements as well. While the title isn't the most popular game around, Quake Champions is still a blast to play through, especially if players manage to round up some friends for a great time. The free-to-play nature of this title means that players can easily get into this title without any monetary investment, although progression does slow to a crawl as a result. It's a shame that Quake Champions didn't attain the long-running popularity it deserved, since it's genuinely quite different from most other multiplayer shooters out there. Number 4. Borderlands 3. The Borderlands series is still trucking along and blowing people's minds with its exaggerated take on the end of the world and the dissolution of society. Borderlands 3 doesn't mess with its pre-established formula, but it leans into its strong foundation and eccentric characters. There's chaotic energy in Borderlands 3 that complements the apocalyptic story and decision-making that the characters must work through. Borderlands 3 features the same polished art style and dark sense of humor as its predecessors, and is the perfect title for gamers who want something a little more absurd than Valorant. Number 3. Control. Control is a phenomenal spin on the third-person shooter genre, and it features a bunch of the ideas seen in titles like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but doesn't bring along with it the baggage of the Star Wars franchise. Control brings psychic powers and reality-bending abilities into the arsenal of the protagonist, which turns many tired shooter staples into reinvigorated designs. It also builds a fantastic universe that's full of amazing sci-fi concepts. Control is still a very fresh title, and if there's any justice, a sequel will eventually be on the way. Number 2. Tom Clancy's The Division 2. For the longest time, Tom Clancy titles like Rainbow Six focused on grounded espionage and tactical shooters. The list of games has greatly expanded, and the more recent The Division series posits a futuristic setting that's in the throes of a pandemic. The Division 2 improves upon the original and makes sure that its powerful story and tactical gameplay work together. The Division 2 is a game where its nihilism works for it, and it's the ideal choice for those that want a more depressing and gritty experience. Number 1. The Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds is really a stunning package where Obsidian Entertainment has put together a sleek and creative action RPG game. The Outer Worlds is a brilliant journey from beginning to end. Players must explore and survive several foreign planets among other settings, but the narrative is parsed out in an innovative way based on how other characters are encountered. The game forces players to really consider who they trust and what they believe. It also is set within an engaging, quirky, and unique futuristic setting in which massive corporate entities control most aspects of day-to-day life, which helps make the story just as entertaining as the gameplay.